Heavy Metal Wargaming. Seize the objective.
Hey guys, I guess I'm still calling myself the Guild Master, but DJ with Heavy Metal Wargaming. I'm today here with the Cleric.
Heyo.
We're gonna go ahead and play some Team Yankee today, get a battle report in. We're trying to get some more stuff recorded for you guys. We're just kind of busy. We're actually trying to plan out our vacation for HistoricCon, where we're getting an Airbnb, stuff like that. So we're still progressing our lists. We're gonna play in Team Yankee event and the bold action event. So we haven't even really just tried doing bold action lists because we don't know what the event's going to entail. The only thing we know is that's 95 points for Team Yankee event. So we'll go over our lists, and then we'll roll up missions and stuff. We're both trying some different things. I'm still kind of not finalized on mine, but we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do for my list, this is my list here, guys. This is an older GoPro, so I can't see exactly what you are seeing, so I'm just going to pan real slow. I'm getting a new one here soon. So, I'm using U.S. Airborne. So, I have two maxed out squads of paratroopers, M60 machine gun added, as well as an extra Dragon. Command for that. Also in that squad is one 3-man unit of scouts, 4 TOW 1 armed Humvees, 4 Sheridans, 2 groups of 4, and that's that for that formation. And then in support, 4 Stinger equipped Humvees, full strength militia, so 5 bases and 2 RPGs, FO with Paladins. I think the Paladins, yeah, they're bare bones Paladins, 4 VAD 163s. And then also 4 M60s. I'm not really sold on the 4 M60s, but I need something. And then 2 sets of 2 Air Cobras. I can shuffle some points around. I might drop a set of Air Cobras, find a couple points, and make one set A10s. So I'll have one set of Air Cobras, one set of A10s. I'm still trying to find out what I want to do with that. Finding the 3 points will actually be kind of easy, so I'll probably shrink one of my airborne squads down to the smaller set. But yeah, that's my list. Here, I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and we'll go over to the Cleric's list.
Guys, it's the Cleric here. I'm going to be running a wacky tacky Dutch list today. I do have some proxies that we'll go over, but it is a Dutch infantry platoon. So I've got my YPR platoon headquarters, 2 3 platoon stands with 3 infantry stands, 2 Dragons, 2 Carl Gs. Attached to that is also my mortar squad, Bravo battery, 3 of my beautiful PTRLs that I know that the Guild Master loves so much. Dropping it down to just 2 of my TOW 2 Pratts. My little brats in the woods, if you will. We'll go over why here in a minute. Of course, got the 2 little Verkennings. I'm hoping to not roll a mission that denies Spearhead. Then we're going to start getting into the new models and some proxies over here. I just got these off of the Guild Master. Those are Leopard 2 A5s. We're going to see how they are. Front armor 22. 23 at range. So those guys are going to be trolling around. You guys know how much I dislike running units of 2, but we'll see how it goes. At 95 points, it's really hard to justify 3. Coming back, we also got our PTRLs, another set we just got from Norm's Toy Soldier down in Ligonier. Then we've got our Rolands back here. The only thing that can really touch those A5s is aircraft and artillery. So I had to lean into that. Over here I've got an attached French force. I am not going to try to pronounce those and butcher the names.
Les Croissants.
Yeah. So I've got their RC Scout platoon. So it's the little car plus 3x3. Those are really nice AMX-10 RCs. They're Scout. They've got that brutal gun with 2 shots if you don't move them. Then I'm proxying in some VBLs. They are upgraded to the Inks missile. So they are got some nice little tips and tricks we're going to be going over here as the game progresses. And we'll explain it as we go. May the dice be with you, and let's figure it out.
All right, so we're playing counterattack like everyone plays. Probably our one critique of me is the mission matrix. I know most folks just roll off highest is considered Warsaw. There should be like a little asterisk where you play NATO and Warsaw and Warsaw, so it's a little bit easier. That's just me complaining. So I have immediate reserves, and again, because of how my force is made up, it's a little wonky putting stuff in reserves because my militia don't count. So what I have off the board is a group of M60s, 4 Stinger Humvees because there's no aircraft, 2 Air Cobras, the commander with 1 unit of infantry in a group of Hueys, and then obviously militia because I have no choice. Okay. My deployment, I'm in this corner here. Infantry and foxholes kind of pushed up in a tree line with the FO. VAD's hidden behind. Air Cobras behind the tall building. Some Sheridans hidden in a building to push up with scouts and tow-equipped Humvees. Artillery's hidden here, and my ranged-in marker is actually right there. In his deployment zone. He's spearheading up right now. But he threw objective by the oil, and I threw my objective by the gas station. And I have one group of Sheridans in ambush. So when we come back, well, here in a little bit here, when we come back, we'll go over the Cleric's deployment, and we'll go from there. What is love, baby? Here you go, dog.
Hey guys, here we go. So we're going to pan over. We are doing good old counterattack. So we've got the Guildmaster set up over here, and opposite him we have my French Dutch horde, so to speak. I did push up my my RCs to put some good old shots onto his infantry there, trying to hide in their foxholes. Behind them we have the commander and the mortar squad. I switched to A battery. DJ grabbed his B, so I didn't want to accidentally pick his up. Sitting on the road, we have some PTRLs and our YPRs. Infantry is loaded up. That objective just looks way too nice all the way down there at the oil drums. Coming over, we have my proxied French little go-kart guys. And being able to push out my Leo A5s, we're going to do a little shooting, scooting with them around the board a little bit. Try to get DJ to come out of hiding. I've got my Pratts and my Verkennings sitting here. We're going to shoot them out as soon as we can. Then we've got our Rolands hiding in the woods as always. Gotta love their range. I scouted out a unit of my RCs with a little meep Jeeps. And I've got my PTRLs back here hiding along the line also. We're going to hopefully push them up and cover. Going over to the Guildmaster.
I'm all about the girth, but like...
We're editing that out.
Oh, it's leaving girth in.
Blooper reel. All right, guys. So I wanted to change it up a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and cover movement. I did manage to just really push everybody out. I didn't put anybody in the trees except for my RCs there. They don't need to go anywhere yet. So we're going to try to do some lays and blaze. I did forget that his shenanigans over there with his airborne tanks, I forgot that they were brutal. So I'm so glad that I did push my infantry all the way up. So we'll see how it goes.
This is where I'm going to try editing gun sounds.
Okay.
Like when you talk about what you shot at.
Yeah. So over here, I did manage to sneak 2 shots down. Hit him 3 times with the 2 tanks. Managed to only bail him with the firepower on the single, but did roll 2 5s to knock out the other one.
No armor's best armor.
So over here, all 12 shots from my RC, brutal. Only managed to hit 1 dragon, but we did manage to laze and blaze it, so that's good. Artillery's holding still for right now, Everybody else just spread out and is holding strong for the backlash.
First turn and a unit first turn. I brought the M60s on. They have a 16-inch from the corner, and I was able to get two of them far enough up to see them. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The other two we're going to go ahead and try to shoot to the side. And then instead of putting my militia on the objective, I said F it, and I threw them in the backfield to cause havoc in the back. My Vads kind of push up through the forest to engage his guys. His front's only two, so I hopefully should hurt them. He failed to get back in because he's a turd. And these two guys like drove through the gap there, and they're going to shoot point blank with their guns. I popped my ambush, was just able to right here. They drove up. They're going to do the same thing. These guys pushed up to help clean up any leftovers someday. These guys pushed over here. Air Cobras are staying there. Artillery staying there. That's kind of it. We're going to do some shooting, guys, and see what happens. No guarantees. Originally, I hit them guys 4 times, but I rolled it wrong, so I said, nope, let me redo that. So we go down to 1 hit, and then firepower. I rolled a 1. So now, I have some pissed off Leo 25As. These guys pushed up. I obliterated the first platoon, only killed 1 base out of it. These guys fired, knocked out a transport, killed, I think, almost everyone out of that one, but 1. Over here, these Vads knocked out and bailed out both them. Militia knocked out 1 of those and bailed 2. And since I can't move the first turn I come in, I can't assault. And then the other 2, they were able to hit and bail 1. I'm like, oh, I can't roll firepower 2s today. Firepower 3s are good. And then the MVP is the Air Cobras. So Cleric fired all his AA. And
10 shots, 6 shots, 15 shots.
So I made no saves, not a 1. And he rolled no firepower 4s. And then in response, I was able to knock out 1 of the guys in the back. And I felt the range in, so that should be flipped over. Yeah, that was my turn 1. Still really good considering not killing them guys. I think I'm going to pay for it now. So,
Yes. Yeah, well, we'll see.
well, hopefully you don't get back in. So, going on to turn 2.
Right, so catching you guys up on some things. Didn't remount on a 3-up.
But they didn't run.
We didn't run. We did, however, put our backside against the wall. We'll see if we can just fix that error in judgment. I unpinned my infantry. We did manage to run to the building. If you see them around the outside, that means they're on the first floor. Then, of course, Carl G's on the rooftop. Pulled over my 2-man squad of PTRLs. These 3 little Jeeps failed their blitz, so they just moved up. They couldn't shoot anyway. Commander tried to hop the little Jersey barrier before I brought the PTRLs over. Couldn't do it. So since he's still in there, that's going to be rough. I brought up my other 2 PTRLs. We're going to see who we need to shoot or save for the for AA. Didn't move my Verkennings. I do have an idea for them since he was kind enough to bring those Vads up for me. Failed to remount and we failed to stay. But I still have 3 over there. It's okay. The mortars and my roll-ins didn't go anywhere, but we are in a little bit of danger. So we'll see how it goes from here. Oh, coming over, these ones did pass their blitz. So they hopped the railroad tracks for 4 inches to see if we can put some overpriced annex shots into them. He stuck around after his remount, so we'll see what he can do. Plus, I'm going to get 2 shots in with my RCs. We'll be back after I light them up.
M60s, that actually went really good for me.
Yeah, that. So we're coming over. Took my 6 shots here with what was left of my YPRs into the guys in the open.
And so I bounced it.
Yeah. Yep. So over here, we'll get to the carnage here in a second. Pumped a whole bunch of shots over into the Vads. Didn't really do anything. Missed everybody. Did manage to hit the VADs with my RCs hiding in the woods. Bailed one and destroyed one. My PTRL spotted all the way down to here. Did manage to rage in on the blue, but as you can see, didn't hit anything. Coming over here. This is the only thing that managed to kill, or be killed rather, was his pet. 2 shots from here, managed to only bail one. My Pratt shot one over. He did his job and did kill one. My 2 RCs shot over, bailed 2 of them, and then the Inks did manage to mop them up and knock out the rest of them. A little worried about what's going to go on for turn number 3. Or bottom of 2, sorry.
No reserves came in. The one guy didn't get remounted, neither did he, because they're idiots. He did move up. These 2 pulled out over here to shoot at them. Probably have to re-range in. My metal militia kind of pushed up to assault and blow stuff up. These guys kind of moved back. One had to use stabilizer. These 2 units are staying in place. And then I kind of realized the Cleric, when he parked his tank, he's getting covered. That's not a problem. But his back end's facing me, so that's the area I'll be hitting with my missile. Now he does have Traubern, which goes to 16, so he can still bounce the shot, but there's a chance. Both aircraft got shot down, of course. I was able to bail one of them out with my militia. These guys whiffed. I pinned the infantry, hit the tank, knocked out a Humvee, knocked out another transport. They said pin the infantry. I think I killed some bases out of the building.
Yeah.
Knocked out one of these guys. I lost militia. I failed an assault, so I'm coming down, trying to hit the Rollins. Couldn't hit the Rollins with shooting. So now we're on turn 3, and I got no reserves either. Yeah, that was about it, guys. And this guy failed to get back in. I think I went over. So we're going on to turn 3 Dutch. I'm getting all hot and bothered. Some hot, heavy metal wargaming action.
I forgot to record my movement the last time, so we'll go over them both. Didn't move anybody. The commander did hop out into the corner here. My PTRL came up. He failed his blitz, so he just moved up. They failed their blitz. They just moved up. Commander's hanging out there. Did manage to fire a Carl G shot down and bail out one of his guys. Hey, we're doing it. Failed to get back in here. Oh, yeah, I forgot to record it.
But the biggest thing in the game is...
Yeah, 32 points ran off the board. Thank you for that awesome skill. Coming over here, I did manage to mess up his militia pretty good with my my RCs there.
Yeah, you killed 2 of them.
Yeah, my little Jeeps, they did manage to do their blitz. They moved up, took out his Sheridans pretty easily. Roland tried to get out of the woods and failed, but his buddy did manage to save himself, hopefully. Coming over here, the artillery didn't do anything. We did shoot our 2 shots after failing a cross-check just to get out of the woods. We did manage to take out the other VAD. My last guy here, he decided that he was done for the day and decided to go home. So we're going on to the bottom of turn 3 and see what the Guildmaster's got.
So my shooting... Did I go over my movement?
No, I don't think you did.
So I rolled reserves. Once the Air Cobras came in, they immediately, one died, but they did blow up and bail out one of some French guys. My helicopters landed over here. Now, because of how certain things work, I'd leave my commander off, even though he was transported with them. So I have 2 units in reserve still, the Stingers and him. These guys, he failed to get back in, so they kind of moved. They did blow up one of the French vehicles there. Them guys moved on to the objective. He got back in, didn't run away, drove up, fired, and missed. He got back in, so they're good. Fired a dragon and missed over here. Always AA fired, which kind of saved me. Did knock out one of my air cobras. One guy did get killed coming in, but it wasn't enough to stop me from assaulting. And I did bail one of the Rollins out, made contact, and blew the other one up. Yeah, that was that really. I didn't do much anything else. Oh, and then these guys failed to blitz. They just kind of moved up to put tow 1 rounds down the street here. Anything coming up. And artillery repeated but missed. And that was it. So we're going on to top of 4.
Alrighty, back to top of turn 4, end of movement. So I brought my PTRLs around. They're waiting for Mr. Cobra. Hopefully here in a minute, my Pratt, who didn't move but decided to stay, can laze and blaze a tank on the other end here. I did successfully blitz my my little VBLs around. You're going to see some fun with them. Did pull my other PTRLs out and around to kind of protect the mortars from any assaults that may or may not happen.
Patrick Swayze's coming.
He's coming. I'm worried about Patrick Swayze and a coked out Charlie Sheen.
Roadhouse.
Then over here, of course, I failed a cross check with one of my guys. The other one made it. So we're going to be splitting some fire there. Moved all of my infantry out of the buildings, but made sure to kind of keep them behind stuff. We're going to do some shooting at some people and see what we can manage to do. Be back after the shooting. All right, guys, coming back. It's getting down to the nitty and gritty. My tactical error in the very beginning is starting to pay dividends with kicking my tail on this side of it. As I brought everybody out, all I managed to do with all of that amazing shooting is only bail the one Sheridan one time. Coming across here, I did shoot my Pratt up at his helicopter. Rolled a 1. It was beautiful. Coming over, one shot into here, managed to knock out one of the stands, but ranged in with my artillery, but didn't kill anybody. Over here, took one shot going at his dragon and missed it. A whole lot of 2s and 3s when I needed 5s and 6s. Back over to bottom of turn 4 and the Guildmaster. Alrighty, top of turn 5, not a whole lot to move left. Didn't move my Pratt or my Alpaz. Coming over, he stuck around, so he didn't move, so he can fire some shots. Infantry continues to move. We took the first floor with blue squad. Red squad's in the little tree courtyard. My guy over there did jump back in his RC, but his buddy did not want to cross through the woods to join him for a firefight. So we'll be able to put at least one shot there. My PTRLs, they moved around so I can put some shots onto some people as well. The one failed to do the cross check, so I just pulled up the other one right behind him. Didn't even bother to put him out in the open. We'll be back after we do some shoots then. Getting down to the nitty gritty, not a whole lot happened, a whole lot of missed shots. All the shooting in the world, only managed to double bail him, and he jumped back in. All the shooting from my PTRLs, managed to kill one and only bail the other. Coming over, try to use my inks to range in the artillery. Didn't go well at all. Missed shots from the RCs in the corner. Coming around, I had to try with the hammerhead shot into the Cobra. It's still there. This is going over to the bottom of turn 5.
Alright, so our FO messed up. Nice courtyard there full of dudes. Couldn't range in. You know what I mean? Although these guys, the M60 machine gun and the Sheridans, smoked 3 dudes out of that building, like together. Over here, we hit the crap out of them, but you bounced all of it. Oh, I'm gonna fire my my air cobra before I totally forget.
Okay.
And actually, I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, cool.
He'll probably end up targeting Gephardt.
Okay.
I'll let you do all your shoots thing. And that's about it. I kind of blitzed my guys up. Oh, this guy here, Sheridan, got back in and ran away. That guy failed to get back in, but his buddy stayed. Them guys fired, knocked out the last transport in the middle of the road. Kind of it. So we're going to have the Cleric shoot my helicopter down. Sixes.
Right. From here.
Okay. And we'll be back. We'll see what happens. There's two. And we'll bob and weave. I weave one of them. I didn't know. How it usually goes. All right. We'll be back on turn 6.
So here we go. Guildmaster's reading to see if this is the end or not. I was trying to push my infantry over towards that side after he landed his.
Yeah, after, so yeah.
Okay. Did manage to knock out one of his Sheridans and bailed another one. Artillery finally showed up and did manage to pin his infantry. Couldn't kill anybody though. The PTRLs, they really are a workhorse for this army. Did manage to knock out his FO and bailed one, knocked one out for the VADs. Of course, homeboy in the woods facing the wrong way. Couldn't roll a 4 to save his skin, so he's just hanging out there.
Militia in his head, that's why. There were the militia coming in.
He's watching for them again. These guys here did their job last time, so they weren't able to do anything this time. Going over to the bottom of 6.
All right, guys, that's the end of the game. So basically, he was further out than 8 from both objectives. Mission says repelling, so I was able to actually just pull it off at the end.
Yep.
It was a good game. I got extremely lucky neutralizing Leo 2-5s the way I did. You just had bad dice rolls.
Yeah, he would not get back in, and then the other one just had nothing ran.
Yep, and that's the problem with the big NATO tanks. Their morale's just not there. Yeah, they're almost unkillable, but if you can bail them and they don't get back in, they run away most of the time. So, yeah, it was a good game. It was still a 6-3 because you butchered a bunch of stuff. Yeah. My militia did good this game. I think the only thing I'd maybe do slightly different is, I'm not even sure I'd do slightly different. I think I did as the best I could possibly with like the units and stuff.
Yeah, I was way too aggressive in the beginning with my guys.
Yeah.
And overran the support, so.
Well, I had the dice when I needed them, and then the times I did need the dice is when I had it.
Yeah.
One thing we're going to have to try to get a answer on is, technically the commander is his own unit, but he's riding with the helicopters. Would that bring him on as a reserve? Because I am in reserve? Or we'll have to roll for him separately?
Yeah, because he doesn't buy his own helicopter. He rides
he rides, but then that means it's 3 units coming on. Well, the helicopters don't count towards a unit. Because I brought in my Air Cobras, and I brought in the Helos with the infantry. So, I don't know. I'm assuming we did it right, where he came in by himself, and he's like fiddle fucking in the woods. he's just hanging out in the woods.
He's looking at what happened to the patents.
He's like, what happened? Their sacrifice is what killed the Leos, though. But, alright, guys, if you like what we're doing, you know that whole jam.
Yep, like and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. If you want to help support the channel, we don't have the Patreon or nothing. But we do have, like, the merchandise. Like, cool shirts and our stuff's getting added. So go on there and just buy some stuff. We put everything towards the channel. We're still trying to get a new, another GoPro. We're trying to get the GoPro 10. It's got the cameras in the back and stuff. But alright guys, this is the Guildmaster with the Cleric.
As always.
Alright guys. Remember, seize the objective.